YouTube, what's happening? It's your boy Casino G, Dope Boy Recipe. You are back again in the Trap Basement News Street Edition, where we keep it real and never snitching. Now today, man, we're going to talk about this dude that was going all over the world, knocking rich women and spreading STDs. You know what I mean? Yeah, wrap it up out there, man. You never know who you meeting, man. This fella right here was getting women left and right, knocking them down and spreading them STDs, man. Before we get to this reaction, I need y'all to like, comment, subscribe to that, share to a friend, and all that good stuff. If you mess with Casino G in the Trap Basement News Street Edition, where we keep it real and never snitch it. Let's get to this.
Sometimes several a week. The neighbors complained about the noise, but Connor always paid on time, so Davis turned a blind eye. Bowen returned to the station and ran a background check on Connor Reed. No criminal record, no fines, place of employment. The Palm Royal Fitness Club on Flagler Drive. The detective decided to start there. His colleagues might know who Connor associated with and whether he had any enemies. By noon, Bowen was already walking through the glass doors of Palm Royal. Club manager Danny Aguilar received him in his office, a tiny room with a window overlooking the gym. When the detective told him about Connor's death, Aguilar turned pale and sank back into his chair. My God, what happened? Shot dead in his home last night. I need information about him. Who he was associating with, if there were any conflicts.
Shot dead. You know what I'm saying? Listen, this is a message to anybody that's out there doing that foul stuff, man. You out there spreading them STDs and HIVs and stuff like that, you gonna end up meeting your maker. And somebody's probably gonna knock you down before that STD do. You feel me? Because everybody ain't gonna be going out like that. That is wrong. It could have been the girl. It could have been a girl's family member. Like, you know what I mean? Like, whoa.
If he has any close relatives. Aguilar rubbed his face with his palms. I don't know of any close relatives. He never talked about his family. Conflicts. No. Connor got along with everyone. His clients adored him. Clients? He did personal training. Mostly women.
I bet.
Women. Bowen asked for a list of Connor's clients from the past year. Aguilar hesitated, citing confidentiality, but after the warrant was mentioned, he opened the database. 38 names, 31 of them women. Bowen scanned the list and asked if Aguilar had noticed anything unusual in Connor's relationship with any of the clients. Aguilar hesitated again. Then he said, Priscilla Morrow.
Oh.
I don't know for sure, but the staff saw her waiting for him after his shift.
She's a pretty woman. Pretty woman right there.
They'd leave together in her car, a white Lexus. This went on for several months. When did it stop?
Several months.
About 3 weeks ago, maybe a month. She stopped coming, canceled all her sessions. Connor didn't explain anything. Bowen jotted down Priscilla's name and address from the club's database. A woman who had been seeing the victim for several months and then abruptly cut off contact. That called for a conversation. By 2 o'clock in the afternoon, the detective was already ringing the doorbell of a 6-bedroom house in West Palm Beach. Priscilla answered the door herself. Bowen noted that she wasn't surprised, neither by his visit nor by his questions about Connor. She led the detective into the living room.
Now, see, that's weird. The police is feeling like she wasn't surprised, like, what are you doing here, or nothing like that. That seems like she might know something.
Offered him water, sat down across from him, and folded her hands in her lap. I already know he's dead, she said before Bowen could ask his first question. I called the club this morning. Connor wasn't answering his messages, and I got worried. Danny said the police had been there. Were you in a relationship with Mr. Reed? Priscilla didn't look away. 11 months. It ended 3 weeks ago. Why did it end? The pause lasted 4 seconds. Bowen counted them. Because he gave me HIV.
Woo!
Bowen hadn't expected that answer.
There it goes.
He'd seen a lot.
The truth came out right there. He didn't give her the, the clap or gonorrhea or not. He gave her HIV. Now, like I said, now, if somebody do that to your family member, you might want to do the same thing, because that's messed up.
15 years on the homicide squad, but a woman who could so calmly, looking him in the eye, deliver a terminal diagnosis.
Yeah.
That was a first.
That is crazy.
Priscilla told the story in an even voice, without tears or trembling. A routine medical checkup on October 1st. A call from the clinic the next day, The result was positive. She needed to come back. Words that didn't make sense at first. Priscilla had no tattoos, no piercings, had never donated blood,
but she was
and
letting
had
them
slept with
hit
no
that
one but her
thing.
husband and her lover. Her husband got tested annually. Negative. There was only one possibility left.
See?
I called Connor that same evening, she continued.
It's crazy. She had a whole husband. She was going behind her husband's back, messing with this dude right here, and got HIV. God don't like ugly. God don't like ugly, y'all. You see? You try to go creep, and you catch that HIV. Yeah.
I asked him straight out. Did he know? He was silent at first. Then he said, "I'm sorry." And that was it? And that was it. He hung up. I never called him again.
I'm sorry.
I deleted his number, erased our messages, and asked my husband to change the locks in the house. I lied and said I'd lost the keys. I didn't want him to be able to show up.
Hold up.
Bowen asked where she had been on the evening of October.
Change the lock on the house doors? Change the keys? What did she get this nigga a key? So basically, she was creeping for real. She was doing way more than the slinky link type shit. Man, listen, you don't give your side piece no key to the house. Do you feel like he didn't want him to show up? He could show up, he'd be knocking at the door if he didn't have a key, right? So when you talking about showing up, he was just gonna be just walking in. Damn. I know they probably live in a big neighborhood, but damn, ain't nobody noticed like, hey man, your wife been having some little young nigga, cause her husband's older, an older looking guy. Like I've been seeing some little dude come over there, and he been coming over here for a little while now. You feel me? When you be going out of town, and I think he got a key to your house.
Second, between 9 and 11.
Crazy
Priscilla
work.
answered without hesitation. At home, almost the entire evening. Her husband was at a medical conference in Jacksonville.
See?
The kids were at their colleges.
See?
Around 10:30, she went out to the store for a few things. She'd run out of the hand cream she uses at night. While she was there, she withdrew some cash from an ATM, came back, watched a little TV, and went to bed around midnight. Her alibi was weak, but in the first day of the investigation, Priscilla was just one of many people they needed to talk to. Bowen thanked her for her cooperation and left. He spent the next 2 days interviewing Connor's other clients and checking his connections. A grim picture was emerging. Connor deliberately started...
Yeah, man, listen, we're gonna wrap it up right there. The whole message is, don't be just trying to mess around with these dudes at the gym. Just saying.